We begin tonight with that mystery disappearance of a passenger plane in Alaska. We have just learned there are reports now it's just been found. The plane had vanished with 10 people on board, the third major aviation incident in 9 days. These are the images coming in at this hour. Just moments ago, the Coast Guard finding the plane 34 miles southeast of Nome. At least 3 bodies have been found inside the wreckage so far. The FAA tonight saying the plane, operated by Bering Air, was flying over the Bering Sea on its way to Nome. Flight data showing a steep drop in altitude before all contact was suddenly lost. The Coast Guard searching Norton Sound, the flight about 12 miles from shore when it vanished. The plane flying in low visibility, snow and gusting winds. ABC's Trevor Ault leads us off on the breaking news.
Tonight, that tragic discovery. The Coast Guard says they've found the wreckage of a plane that vanished over the open water in Alaska. They believe all 10 people on board are dead. Authorities releasing this image of the mangled plane on the sea ice. The Coast Guard saying it was spotted overhead by helicopter. The Bering Air single-engine Cessna took off from Unalakleet shortly after 2:30 Thursday afternoon, headed for Nome. But about 40 minutes into the flight, the plane disappearing from radar over the Norton Sound, about 12 miles from shore.
Low altitude alert, Bering Air 445. Check your altitude immediately.
Seconds later,
Bering Air 445, Anchorage Center, radar contact lost.
This aircraft experienced some kind of event which caused them to experience a rapid loss in elevation and a rapid loss in speed.
This time-lapse video from hours after the plane vanished shows snowy conditions at the Nome airport where the plane was headed. ATC telling the pilot the runway was temporarily closed as the plane approached.
One of the things that the NTSB will look at, was there a problem? Did the aircraft ice up, and did that lead to a loss of control?
It's the third major aviation incident in just over a week. Last Wednesday, 67 people killed in that mid-air crash between an Army helicopter and an American Airlines plane in Washington, D.C. In the last 24 hours, crews lifting the Black Hawk out of the river amid reports a key safety system was turned off before the collision. Last Friday, a medical transport jet crashing in Philadelphia, killing 7 people in all. Voice recorder found 8 feet deep inside that crater.
And David, back to that Alaskan plane crash. We have now heard from the Coast Guard that this was located 34 miles southeast of Nome, its intended destination. You see all the snow and ice there. While this investigation is still ongoing, FAA data does show this aircraft has a history of icing problems, David.
Yeah, just a horrific scene there and an unsettling week and a half for sure in aviation. Trevor Ault leading us off here on the breaking news. Thank you.